Hello and welcome to another tune in, of course, Forza Horizon 5. It's been a while since I did one of these. This time though for the McLaren P1. You want to fit your all-wheel drive conversion, which I would pretty much always recommend if you can do it in the game. The wings, as you can see, are standard. For the tyres, you want your racing slicks. Or, of course, if you just want straight line performance, then come down to the drag tyres. But of course you will sacrifice some handling. Widen the tyres, widen the track as well. The rim choice and the rim size is up to you. As far as power, you can only do two things, but you make sure you do both of those. As far as the braking, suspension, that kind of stuff, leave your suspension stock, because that's the closest we can get to the racing setup. As far as the roll cage, that is fitted, and of course you want your full weight loss as well. Pretty much goes without saying for that one. And as far as the drivetrain, there is a slight change here. Back when I built the tune, we did not have the option of a 4-speed drift transmission. That's a great transmission for cars of this caliber, because the fewer the gears, the simpler it is to work with, and you will find that that is quicker. So if you want to fit that, by all means go for it, stretch the gears out a little bit. But if you're using this build, and of course you can find this tune on the storefront in effect in the fine tune section using this share code, then it will have the 6-speed. So don't get me wrong, the 6-speed is not slow, it's just you can make the 4 even faster. As far as the driveline, of course that is a racing part, and likewise with the diff as well. So not too many things to fit on this car. And then if we come to the custom tuning, those are the tyre pressures we're running first of all. Then to jump into the gearbox though, and you can of course see the performance in the bottom left that you're working with, you want your final drive all the way to the left. Then for the individual gears, we've got 3.9, 2.7, 2.1, 1.7, 1.4 and 1.05. I've gone for 2 degrees of camber on the front and the rear, neutral toe, fairly neutral caster as well at 4 degrees. Anti-roll is on 30 and 20, springs on 95, 145, and the lowest ride height to really get that centre of gravity down. Dampers are on 8, 11, 6 and 8. The active aero of course cannot be adjusted. I know some people like to change their braking balance. I personally don't really mess around with it that much, so go for it if you want to. And then for the diff, we've got 100% on acceleration, 10% on deceleration. If you want to try something a little bit different, then try putting the rear decel up to about 15 and give that a try. Likewise with the centre split, I've played it more safe for less experienced drivers with 70%, so you've still got quite a lot of grip over the front. If you want to make it a little bit more sharp and perhaps slightly more slippery and slightly more twitchy, but with a good turn in, bump that up to 80% and give it another try. So that's it for the tune. Of course you can grab it from the storefront if you want to get it quicker. Now of course, as we always do, we'll take it out on the street to show what it can do. So, like I said earlier on, the P1 is pretty much always a fantastic choice of all-rounder in Forza, or pretty much any racing game to be honest that features it. It's got good handling, good grip, surprisingly forgiving, especially when you tune it. Acceleration is super strong, especially with the 4-speed, even with the 6-speed. And as you can see here, it's not that it's not quick, it's not the absolute quickest thing in the game, but it's more than fast enough to be a real threat, even to stuff like Koenigsegg, the McLaren Speedtail even, and a number of others as well. So if you decide to use this build or grab it from my storefront, of course I hope you have a ton of fun with it, beat your friends left, right and centre with it, and of course stick around on the channel for more. And if you are new to the channel, you can check out my Horizon 5 playlist, where you can see a ton of other tunes in the game as well. But until next time, I'll see you then, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.